Okay, God, this is Isaiah 59, verse verse 15. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. You know what I'm saying? And it really, on our part, you know what I'm saying, our hope is just waiting, upon the day, when Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is going, you know, finally judge this place, man. You know what I'm saying? Just, you gotta live amongst, these abominations as well as, abominable people, and it's fucking vexing, man. You know what I'm saying? But Yahweh Shem Yahushua has a purpose, man. It's gonna be the ultimate judgment, you know what I'm saying, the world has never, seen upon the planet, man. It's gonna be a terrifying, gruesome judgment, that's gonna, really, hold its weight, to be known as an ultimate type judgment, man. It's an ultimate judgment. Because the Lord, is gonna judge, Jake, for their past deeds, from going back generations back, previous, reincarnations, and this is what's written in the scriptures as the lake of fire, the eternal lake of fire. The reason why it's called, eternal, is because it's gonna feel like forever, man. Even though, it's written for 60 minutes, and how it's gonna be. But yet, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, his spirit is gonna be within that fire. So he may just, slow down time to the point to where, you're gonna feel this thing, man. For a long time. To the point to where it feels like in eternity, man. And on top of that, the smoke of this place is gonna go on for thousands of years, man. In the kingdom, seeing, the smoke of Babylon the Great, ascending, it's gonna be like, for a very, 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 very long time, seeing the aftermath, of the destruction, of Babylon the Great, from the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And this is where everything, is leading up to, man. Really, the return of Yahushua, and it's crazy because, at the same time at his return, the Lord's going, matter of fact, I'll go ahead and get it. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse verse 10. The same, matter of fact, I started verse 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whoso receiveth the mark of his name. And we all know what that mark is. I'm dealing with, the CBDC, and how their goal is to, to pretty much put it all, inside, a grain of rice device, which in the end, has to be implanted under the human skin. Unless you want to take part in, that new world society, you know, which Esau, is going to bring forth. All you need is just a major, excuse, a major false flags to bring forth this thing. But for those that take this thing, that take his mark, which ultimately, whose names that's not found written in the book of life, this is your judgment, man. This is the reason why you were born, really. See, the elect's purpose is the elect are born, brought forth upon earth, to receive, their to receive their redemption, and be redeemed from the earth. And to go through their course of life, on earth, acknowledge Yahweh Shai, and serve him, and make their bodies a living sacrifice, so that, they be worthy, to be partakers in Yahweh Shai's glory. And those that rejected him, the wrath of Yahweh Shai abideth upon them, man, and this is your judgment, man. He was really destined, for you to go through this judgment. And the elect, they're destined. It's like their fate, and they're destined, for salvation. On our part, all we can do in this life is hope that we're of that number. Is hope, hope to be of that election. Hope to be of that election because we don't know, if we are of that number. But yet, see, the Lord gives us a great hope, by bringing us into this fold, to understand these secrets, serving him, calling upon him in truth, worshiping upon him, worshiping him, in spirit and in truth. So the Lord gives us a great hope, that, that we may have a chance, to Lord willing be delivered, It's lucky for the background, I'm in like a little, a cafe right now, but yeah, come, these people are destined for this very same time, man. Any of us, really, man. If your name is not found written in the book of life, this is your fate. So this is why we fear Yahweh Shai. Knowing that these things, matter of fact, I'll get that in 2 Peter's. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And going back to the movie, Oppenheimer, he was at a, specific, time in human history, where the Lord, ordained these devils, to, and really, and really blessed them with such knowledge, to come up with this type of destruction, this device which can accumulate mass destruction, which can, accumulate, the destruction was written in prophecy for Babylon the Great in the near future, in that given time, I believe like the 1940s, to where, you know, Oppenheimer, he made, I'm saying, the atom bomb. I'm saying, and and which really, what's the word? Like, sparked the interest, the interests of all these nations, you know, to start, manufacturing more and more of these nuclear weapons, so much so more, to where if you fast forward in today's day and age, you know, in like, 21st century, we have, it's like you're saying we, but, there's nuclear weapons upon Earth that, that can't even be tested, man. That can't even be tested, because of the great, devastation it will bring, upon the Earth, really, man. So really, these missiles are being, created and designed to really use for one time and one time only. And they all gonna be launched, all collectively. All 200 million of them upon Babylon the Great. As according to how it is written, man. So everything is playing its course according to how Yahweh Shem Yahshai has ordained it to be. And as well as these people, these people are committing their evil, committing their sins. Matter of fact, I'll try to get that accomplished. I believe it's in Revelation. It's like, yeah. This is I could read this, but I don't think this is the verse that I intended to be. But pretty much, I'll start at verse 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Let's talk about America. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. For the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. In the 7 horns, it's like the 7 hands of the 10 horns. It's talking about some of the EU nations, as well as NATO. So for a given time, Yahweh Shem Yahshai has established these nations to come together. But something's gonna happen. For them to just say fuck it, and just really, turn their back towards America and launch their missiles upon it, man. And like we just read, in verse 17, for the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. So really, Esau's work, Esau, he's working upon Yahweh Shem Yahshai's time. We all working upon Yahweh Shem Yahshai's time, man. There's no free will. Man's goings is of the Lord, man. How then can a man understand his own way? The Lord is the one that's going, ordain everything, man. But I'm trying to find another precept. Damn. I believe it's in the 18th chapter. slacking, man. Not sure what it is, but pretty much I could read matter of fact, I can just get this in Jeremiah chapter 51. Just looking. Okay, yeah, all right, I'll just go ahead and read verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh Shemashai's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad. You know what I'm saying? So, the Lord, ordained Babylon the Great, to fulfill, his purpose, man, really. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shemashai, used Babylon the Great, for his purpose. But now, its time is to come, to be destroyed. The Lord really, once again, we are moving upon the Lord's time. There's nothing of, our will that we're doing. Everybody commit fornication with the whore. Doing whatever the fuck they want to do and please and really, the people, just giving themselves over to the ways of Babylon the Great. All nations, Babylon the Great really having the minds of the people, for them to commit fornication. And in the same time, the Lord's prophets, on the right hand side, Yahweh Shemashai, he sent forth his prophets, to warn, and to correct, and really to mark, really to, to mark those, who's going to take heed, and to mark those who's not, so that, so that when the judgment, so that when Yahweh Shemashai, he bring forth the judgment, he knows who, he gonna deliver, and knows, number those to the destruction, man. You seeing just people being relentlessly wicked, committing all types of abominations, simultaneously. The elect are mourning and crying out to Yahweh Shemashai. So the Lord is really, numbering those, who's of his, who's of the election and who's of not, and filtering them through, by using Babylon the Great to try people's integrity, man. To see who's, to see who's really going, still remain, faithful unto what is right. And as you can see, majority of the people have completely lost their morality, man. A lot of jakes fucking lost their soul, their mind. I'm trying to, chase that fucking, American dream and shit. So truly, man, Babylon the Great have been a golden cup in Yahweh Shemashai's hand that made all the earth drunken, man. Just drunken, just mad, off the philosophies of Babylon the Great, and just the immorality, the state of, just off, man. But the elect are the only ones that's gonna still remain and hold fast their integrity, and not, fold into the, towards the fornication of Babylon the Great, man. Even to the point of them not taking his sea hip. Which, is really, of the beast, because the hour temptation of the sea hip is going to be like a worldwide thing. It's not just going to be in Babylon the Great. But Babylon the Great is going to be spearheading this place, man. Spearheading that temptation. Like, so to speak. I'm saying? But yeah, Khan. The main point is pretty much how we are all living, according to the time of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, of how he ordained us to be. All we can do is hope to be of that number of those that's found written, it's like of those whose names that's found written in the book of life, and be delivered and saved, man. Yeah, Khan, man. That's pretty much the main points that I want to give for this lesson. But I pray and hope that your brothers and sisters find satisfying. Until next time, I see you, Shalom.